Hey guys, welcome back. Brett Ryan here, and today I have a video for you guys very in-depth on a topic that we really don't see much in the hair industry. We always talk about and see videos on, blonding this, blonding that, teasy lights, thick hair, dense hair, fine hair, but we never really see baby lights or any blonding done on naturally curly haired clients. So today I'm going to give you one, and this is my client Lauren. This is only 2.5 months and she's already got almost damn near 3 inches of regrowth. This girl's hair grows like weeds, no joke. So I'm going in with my Schwarzkopf Blonde Me with 20 volume, my go-to. You guys know, if you're a true OG Brett Ryan supporter and have been here since the beginning and following my career, that I've always loved Schwarzkopf Blonde Me. I started my first year of my career with it. It's so strong, but yet so gentle, never had any issues with it. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, me, myself, and every other hairdresser that's ever used it in the last year and a half have the worst swelling issues and foils heating up and all that. Well, I then moved my way to Goldwell Oxycure, which you guys know I love. And I like to try and dabble in new things once in a while. So after that, because they were always running out of it and they didn't have it and they had no supply and they rarely ever had any of it, I decided to try some Joico Blonde Life. Absolutely loved it. Fell in love with it. And that is one of my go-tos as well. But now I found my way back to Schwarzkopf because I think I broke the code on how to get it from swelling. Different time, different video. If you want to hear about that, go to my last video from last week. Today we're all talking about the baby lights on a curly hair client. So she's a natural level 6.5, almost 7, but not quite a 7. And this is literally a blonding maintenance. I'm literally just going in there and touching those 2-3 inches of regrowth. And anytime I see any darker pieces, you guys, you have to feather down onto them. Nothing is worse than leaving them out, because if you do, and I see people do it all the time, you will start getting polka dots. Blonde, then dot, all the way down throughout the hair. You cannot leave any darker pieces near the end. You have to feather down and go over it absolutely no matter what, unless your client's hair is on the verge of breaking and you can't do it because you know it's going to break off. That's the only reason you shouldn't do it.
With the thoughts in your mind, they're everywhere, and it's hard for me to bear, 'cause I get so lost, feel just like a boomerang, 'cause you change your plans every day, and you don't seem to care what I think or how it affects me. Since I laid my eyes on you, my baby, I just wanna make your dreams come true, my lady. If you're low, I'll lift you up. Just let me know when shit gets tough. Do you feel the way I do, my baby? Do you see me like I see you, my lady? I love you, but I don't need you. I only want true love, true love. My sentences when I don't know what I'm about to say, but that's what I like. We're just like yin and yang, but sometimes I wish you would hear me out and listen to what's on my mind. Yeah, yeah. Since I laid my eyes on you, my baby, I just wanna make your dreams come true, my lady. If you're low, I'll lift you up. Just let me know when shit gets tough. Do you feel the way I do, my baby? Do you see me like I see you, my lady? I love you, but I don't need you. I only want true love, true love. You see
You guys, it's so very important when you're doing blonde maintenancing, as I said in the past before, and I'll say it again. When you're doing a very light blonde, it doesn't matter if their hair is a little bit brassy when they come back. You got to remember that hair is very fragile. Depending on how many times it's been bleached, it can be extremely, extremely fragile. I know for a fact my client Lauren, her hair was already blonde when she came to me. We just overlapped and pushed her to that next level. This is our second session together. And she's just doing maintenance now. Once we got it to that perfect level 9.5, 10, we don't need to any longer go in and overlap. However, as time goes on, I don't know if you guys notice, if you're a hairdresser, you definitely have, that when you start toning the hair to refresh it, when you do just the roots, after about like 5-6 months, you start noticing that that hair does not want to tone anymore. And that is normal. That's because the hair is beginning to get healthy. So something a lot of people don't realize as hairdressers is that when your hair is bleached, obviously we're poking holes in it, right? So it's not healthy. Once your hair is already to that lightest part it can be, and as time goes on and you're not putting any more bleach on it, like her ends at all, eventually those little pieces of pigment that were broken up by the bleach, because all it is doing is poking holes into the pigment, and these little pieces of pigment get lighter and lighter and smaller, but eventually those pieces of pigment find their way back together, and that's when you start getting brass. That's exactly what brass is. It's just your hair getting healthier again and all that underlying pigment trying to find its way back together. Very, very cool to know, right? That's something you just learned. Very, very few people know that, but that's exactly why you get brass. So all the time you guys usually see me, feathering down on most of my blondes. Most of the time I am feathering down. It's very rare you see me just touch the roots. It's because sometimes you'll get what I call hot roots, where the roots will be very light and perfect, but then you have dingier pieces towards the end, depending on when the last time is that you bleached it. So every now and then you really need to feather down through it, but if you're scared to do that, you're a new stylist and you don't want to overlap previous ends in a foil, there's so many different tricks. I want to make a video on this and really do it in depth, but I like to kick it out, like I'll feather over it with a bleach. When there's barely any bleach on the brush, once I applied it on the root, I'll feather it down, a basically dry brush, onto my ends and then kick them out of the foil and comb through them, or just kick them out of the foil, because you get more heat acceleration when it has that heat from the foil and it's in the foil, and that will be more damaging than having it open air. Sometimes you just need a little bit of a kick, so just kick it out of the foil like I just did there as I feathered down through that mid area, and that will eventually dry up quicker and it won't get the heat conduction, so it won't process as much. Hair is so interesting and exciting, guys. There's so much you can learn. I always tell all the stylists who ask me questions and, write to me, or people I know in person, do everything you can in your power to become a better stylist and colorist. Do the research, do the homework. When you're done at the salon, it don't end there. Go home and do videos, do online education, take classes. I do that constantly and keep up with my, my craft. And I don't care when I put the money into it, because it's going to come back to me. I know some people are like, oh, that's expensive, blah, blah, blah. But you have to keep up to date. This industry changes so quickly. I still know some stylists who are a little older that are doing 10 foils scattered around the entire crown of the head with like 1 inch of hair in between each section. In foil, it doesn't work like that. Those looks are long gone, you guys. You got to stay up to date with, your education, and always pushing yourself into being uncomfortable. I find that when I'm nervous or uncomfortable, that's when I become more successful. For example, today, just now, I purchased about 5 or 6 of the Igora Royale from Schwarzkopf, their permanent line. I actually have a 1N in my hair right now. And I bought some of the Igora Vibrants that are demi-permanents, the liquids. And I'm trying them, because you don't know what you're going to like and what else is out there if you stay in your box and you don't try new things. I also purchased today the Olaplex, the new Blonde Door with the Olaplex embedded in it. So I'm going to try that as well.
Love, you move too fast for me. Can catch up with the thoughts in your mind. They're everywhere, and it's hard for me to bear. 'Cause I get so lost, feel just like a boomerang. 'Cause you change your plans every day, and you don't seem to care what I think or how it affects me. Since I laid my eyes on you, my baby, I just wanna make your dreams come true, my lady. If you're low, I'll lift you up. Just let me know when shit gets tough. Do you feel the way I do, my baby? Do you see me like I see you, my lady? I love you, but I don't need you. I only want true love, true love. My sentences when I don't know what I'm about to say, but that's what I like. We're just like yin and yang, but sometimes I wish you would hear me out and listen to what's on my mind. Yeah, yeah. Since I laid my eyes on you, my baby, I just wanna make your dreams come true, my lady. If you're low, I'll lift you up. Just let me know when shit gets tough. Do you feel the way I do, my baby? Do you see me like I see you, my lady? I love you, but I don't need you. I only want true love, true love.
You guys, truth of the matter is, no matter what you do, you're going to be damaging blonde hair, and no matter what you do, when you have blonde hair, it's going to be damaged and dry. It's just a matter of how much you push that hair and how much you take care of it. I have clients whose hair, it sucks, you know, it's dry, it's brittle, it breaks. They don't take care of it. At the end of the day, they do not do their part. I'm with their hair, 2, 3, 4, or 5 hours once every couple months, and they're with their hair every single day, 24/7. I can't force them. I can't, beg them to do it. I offer the products. I even do Olaplex for $25 for each instead of the normal $30 or $28. And, people do buy it, but there's some who they'd rather just buy $3 shampoo no matter how much they spent on their hair, and they just will never get it. I've gotten smarter, and I've gotten to the point where now it's like if they don't get dustings or a health trim, I don't overlap. If they want to go blonder, they know they have to get a cut, or I will not overlap that hair. I'm also forcing it, like if, they're on a budget, I actually add the Olaplex into the price of their budget that day and say, instead of doing a full, let's do a half, so you can get the Olaplex shampoo and conditioner for $50. That's really the difference between a half and a full. So that's little things I've been doing. And also beginning November 2nd, my new pricing system's at play. And also I have now implemented a contract that they're going to be having to sign. It's very important, guys. For 3 years, I have not done it. Do not follow my footsteps of that. I'm now finally getting to it. It's so dangerous to blonde hair, especially if you're a blonde specialist and you're doing them every day, daily. The best of the best have had foils slip out and fall on the ground because of breaking hair. And, luckily I haven't had a big issue, but blonding's damaging. You're going to see hair in the sink. You're going to see hair in the brush. It's all a matter of how you do it, how you go about it, how you're doing it the safest you can do it. But at the end of the day, the client needs to know the risks, and that's why it's great to implement something, especially, for example, Lauren. She has really curly hair, and 1 or 2 times her hair can fry off just because it's so fragile and dry and coarse. All right, so now I'm finishing up the last couple of foils on her half baby light. I tightly packed them all close together. Another tip, if you guys are working on curly hair, if you do baby lights, make sure to space them out a little bit more. It's definitely preferable if your client wants a dimensional blonde, do a thicker stitch. You don't have to do chunky highlights, but do thicker, because the way curly hair is, she likes to wear her hair curly like she came in today 95% of the time. You really need to get into it and ask your clients during these consultations. Be specific. Ask them, how many, times out of the week do you wear your hair this way or that way? You need to know these things in order to make their color best for their lifestyle and their budget. So for her, she wears her hair out like this, lets it air dry most of the time. And so what we do is I go in, and she likes that solid blonde appearance, so we're okay with baby lights. But if your client wants more of a dimensional blonde with, dimension and low lights, do a thicker stitch. I would do more of like the Brett Ryan traditional highlight, where it's not too chunky, but it's definitely a little bit thicker. That way they can see the dimension, because with curly hair, it's so easy to look solid. It's not funny. But it works for her because that's what she wants. You got to go by what your client's looking for. Every client is different. No two blondes and no two clients are the same.
Love, you move too fast for me. Can catch up with the thoughts in your mind. They're everywhere, and it's hard for me to bear. 'Cause I get so lost, feel just like a boomerang. 'Cause you change your plans every day, and you don't seem to care what I think or how it affects me. Since I laid my eyes on you, my baby, I just wanna make your dreams come true, my lady. If you're low, I'll lift you up. Just let me know when shit gets tough. Do you feel the...
Alright guys, all foiled up. I did some under here. We did a half. She got a lot of hair, and we leave all this out. I told her you don't need to do that. Can you believe it's only been 3 months and she had like literally 2 or 3 inches of regrowth? Beautiful, blonde. Just did a full maintenance half baby light. Beautiful foils, right? And we'll let her process. Then we're gonna do a slight shadow tone, get her out of here and get her on about her day, because she hasn't slept yet. So we're both tired. So we're gonna let her process, and we'll be back soon.
I do, my baby. Do you see me like I see you, my lady? I love you, but I don't need you. I only want true love, true love, true love is what I want, my baby. Like I see you, you see me. That's the only way to be right. Love, I move slow for you. 'Cause you are finishing my sentences when I don't know what I'm about to say. But that's what I like. We're just like yin and yang. But sometimes I wish you would hear me out and listen to what's on my mind. Yeah, yeah. Since I laid my eyes on you, my baby, I just wanna make your dreams come true, my lady. If you're low, I'll lift you up. Just let me know when shit gets tough. Do you feel the way I do, my baby? Do you see me like I see you, my lady?
Alright, so we rinsed all the foils out thoroughly using Olaplex number 4, and we are at the bowl doing the best part of the session, one of my favorite parts. Guys, I can't pick one part. Somebody asked me the other day, what's your favorite foiling or toning or blow drying? My favorite is all of them, because they all bring together such a masterpiece. But all the different pieces are needed, and I love something about all the pieces during a session and all the parts. So we are doing 6N, 6NA, mostly 6N, a little dribble drabble of 6NA, because she lifted beautifully. She lifted to a perfect level 10. And now we're going to go in and shadow her about 1 inch to 2 inches. That's what I do for a shadow. And I'll comb it through, and then I let it process for about 5 to 7 minutes. And then I'll go and tap very, very slightly around her hairline where I sectioned off the money piece area. And I literally just slightly tap that for 1 to 2 minutes and then rinse all of this shadow out. Then we'll go in and tone her right after that. And I'm using Goldwell Colorance 10V, 10P. One of my favorite formulas for that bright, beautiful blonde.
Feel just like a boomerang. 'Cause you change your plans every day, and you don't seem to care what I think or how it affects me. Since I laid my eyes on you, my baby, I just wanna make your dreams come true. My lady, if you low, I'll lift you up. Just let me know when shit gets tough. Do you feel the way I do? My baby, do you see me like I see you? My lady, I love you, but I don't need you. I only want true love, true love. My sentences when I don't know what I'm about to say, but that's what I like. We're just like yin and yang, but sometimes I wish you would hear me out and listen to what's on my mind. Yeah, yeah. Since I lay my eyes on you, my baby, I just wanna make your dreams come true. My lady, if you're low, I'll lift you up. Just let me know when shit gets tough. Do you feel the way I do? My baby, do you see me like I see you? My lady.
All right, guys, I'm gonna finish wrapping up her root toner and then tone her all over. And then after we were finally done, after this 3-hour service, this beautiful blonde is what we were left with. Take a look how beautiful and bright. Ashy enough, but not too ashy. She likes that real blonde look. We're obsessed with it. The shadow looks amazing. Let me know down below what you guys think and let me know videos you want to see. And I'll see you in the next one. As always, guys, so long for now.